All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to shrink ourselves down, way, way down, to take a tour inside the incredible green engine that honestly powers our entire planet.
So, have you ever really stopped to ask what makes green plants, well, green? It sounds super simple, right? But the answer is so much cooler than just a color. The real secret? It's hidden inside this tiny, super powerful factory in every plant cell, an organelle that literally turns sunlight into life. Okay, but before we meet our main character, the star of the show, we kind of need to meet the rest of the family. See, this green powerhouse we're hunting for, it's not a solo act. It's just one member of a whole team of microscopic workers. And that family is called the plastids. Think of them as this clan of self-replicating organelles inside plant cells. And even though they're all related, each one has a very, very specific job to do. The family tree itself is actually pretty easy to follow. First, you've got the proplasts. Think of them as the babies, the young, developing members. Then you've got the leucoplasts. These guys are the colorless storage units, kind of like the pantry of the cell. Then come the chromoplasts. These are the artists, They're the ones making all those vibrant colors and flowers and fruits. And finally, the one we're all here to see, the chloroplasts, the green energy factories. So you can see how they're all super important, right? But their jobs are worlds apart. Leucoplasts store stuff. Chromoplasts make things pretty. But the green chloroplasts, well, you could argue they have the most important job on the entire planet. And that, of course, brings us to the star of the show, the most famous, the most vital member of the whole plastid family. This is the one that single-handedly grabs the sun's energy and uses it to keep, well, pretty much all life on Earth going. Its job description? It's really simple. Chloroplasts are where photosynthesis happens. That's it. This is the engine room. This is the exact spot where light gets turned into life. So, to really get how this works, we're going to go on a little tour. I want you to picture the chloroplast not just as some blob in a cell diagram, but as a microscopic, solar-powered factory. And we're going to build it piece by piece right now. Okay, so any good factory needs a solid blueprint. Ours has four main parts we need to put together. We've got the outer walls, the envelope. We've got the factory floor, that's the stroma. Then there's the actual machinery, the thylakoids. And finally, the super efficient power packs, which are called the grana. All right, step one, the factory walls. This is called the envelope, and it's a smooth double membrane. But get this, the two layers do different things. The outer wall is pretty chill. It lets small stuff pass through. But the inner wall? Oh, that's like the factory's high-tech security system. It is super selective, controlling exactly what gets in and what gets out. Once we're past security, we're on the factory floor. This is the stroma. It's this colorless, protein-rich goo that fills the whole chloroplast. And it's not empty space. It's a bustling workspace, packed with all the enzymes and tools needed for production. But here's the part that just blows my mind. It has its own DNA, a tiny little circle of it. It's a clue to its incredible past, a time when it might have been its own separate organism billions of years ago. Okay, so what about the actual machines? Well, scattered all over the factory floor, you'll see these flattened, sac-like things called thylakoids. This is where the magic happens. This is where you find the chlorophyll. These are the individual solar panels, the little machines that are actually capturing the sunlight. But, nature is all about being efficient, right? It's not going to just leave these important machines scattered all over the place. No way. It stacks them up, nice and neat, one on top of the other, just like a stack of coins. Each one of those stacks is called a granum. And you can think of a granum as a supercharged power pack, concentrating all that energy-capturing power in one tiny spot. And get this, the numbers here are just wild. A single chloroplast, one tiny factory, is jam-packed with something like 40 to 60 of these grana power packs. And each one of those is made of dozens of thylakoid machines. I mean, talk about a marvel of microscopic engineering. All right, so our factory is built. We've got the walls, we've got the floor, and we've got all the solar-powered machinery stacked up and ready to go. Now let's see how the assembly line actually runs. It's a really cool two-step process. So here's how the whole production line works. Step one is the power-up stage. This happens in the grana, our little power packs. They capture sunlight and convert it into pure chemical energy, a molecule called ATP. You can think of ATP as the factory's rechargeable battery packs. Then, those fully charged batteries are sent out to the factory floor, the stroma, for step 2, the assembly stage. Here, all that energy is used to take carbon dioxide and build it into carbohydrates, which is, food. It's a perfect two-part system. Power up, then assemble.
Okay, let's zoom back out for a second. We've been looking at just one microscopic factory, right? But the work happening inside trillions of these things all at once, well, its impact is anything but microscopic.
I mean, this is the bottom line, folks. This 1-2-step process is what creates the food that forms the foundation of basically every food chain on the planet. Oh, and as a little byproduct, it also makes the oxygen that we all need to breathe. No big deal, right? So here's what I really want you to take away from this. Every single green leaf you see is not just a leaf. It's a city of microscopic factories. And inside every single one of those factories, they are turning pure sunlight into the food we eat and the air we breathe. It's the foundation of everything. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a single leaf contains countless, perfectly efficient solar factories, what other incredible technologies has nature already figured out? What else is out there, just waiting for us to discover it?